Hey guys, Joel here, and welcome back to the episode. Such a nice day out, really beautiful. Great to be having these nice, consistent weather finally here in New York City. It's really sunny. I'm in a really good mood, and it's about time for another rant. So yes, it's that time again. Oh my god, and this time is gonna be part two on Dead by Daylight. Can't believe this. I'm really gonna talk about this game again. And that's because I read an article yesterday that they're gonna be adding some new Resident Evil characters. They're doing a part two for the Resident Evil chapter in the game, and I'm really disappointed because I believe that they're adding one of my favorite villains of all time that's gonna be a killer in that game, and that's Wesker. Oh my god. I can't believe this, guys. I really can't believe this. Like, they're gonna be adding Wesker. That's what it seems like. That's what they're hinting towards when I was reading the article, and from what I saw, the thumbnail and everything. So, like, are you serious? Are they really gonna add Wesker? Oh my god, one of my favorite villains of all time. Him and Sephiroth are two of my favorite villains of all time in games. Growing up, and I can't believe that it could be adding this guy. Just to make a mockery out of him. Humiliate him to having him throwing people on hooks. Oh my god, how is this game that popular? Like, I don't understand. Like, I can't, I can't believe it. It's like it's just mind-boggling. How is this game, just that popular? How are they getting these license for, to put these characters in these games? Like, where they getting the money for to do this stuff? Like, what kind of agreement do they have? It's like, it's crazy. It's like, oh my god, like, are you serious? They're really gonna be adding more Resident Evil characters. They're gonna be doing another chapter. Oh my god, I'm not happy at all with that because like I said, he's a great villain, and having him in Dead by Daylight, like, this is terrible. Like, throwing people on hooks, like, and then who's the new survivors gonna be? They'll be adding other survivors from the franchise and also a new map. I'm curious to know who the survivors are, but for the killer standpoint, I definitely believe 100% that's gonna be Wesker that they could be throwing in that game. And oh my god, so you have the same shit with the killers there, and also the new survivors that they added from the franchise is gonna be running around repairing generators, and it's like it's so stupid. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't really know why I was playing that game for that long. Like, how I was like torturing myself playing that game when I had no fun. It's like you're doing the same thing over and over in that game, where you're just repairing generators as survivors, and as a killer you're just chasing around the survivors and throwing them on hooks. You can't kill anybody unless you have a certain add-on where you can only have where you have to like do some requirements in order to do the kill, like throwing the person on the hook like twice. Then you can actually do a kill. But it's so stupid. The kills look bad. It's like it just doesn't make any sense. Like, oh my god, I talk about this game so much, already on this channel. Well, like I would say like twice actually. I talked about it when the first rant I did 10 months ago, and also my Evil Dead the game video I done a couple of days ago and everything, which is getting a lot of views because from what I've heard, it's not many people that talked about the game yet. I wonder why. It's such a great game. But with not Evil Dead, with Dead by Daylight, because these games have dead in it. With Dead by Daylight, it doesn't hold a candle to Evil Dead, because it's the same shit you're doing as survivors. And I don't know how I played it for that long, but I try to find things in the game to make it fun for myself. Things that I can laugh at and entertain myself, like pissing off the killer sometimes, or like when he quickly throws somebody on the on the hook, I just quickly take the back off, and he turns back around and starts chasing us. I had to do things to like make it fun, to like just to entertain myself, just to laugh at, because it was just so boring. It's the same thing you're doing. You're on the same boring small maps, repairing generators, and again chased by the killer that just throws you on hooks. Not even a killer, because you don't kill people, like I said, without the add-ons, which still you have to which still has to be a certain requirement to do the kill. And this makes the villains look like a laughing stock, pretty much in these games. And now Wesker is gonna be joining the mix, and it's like, damn, now another character you guys gonna humiliate, and it's like, damn, like, come on, like, enough with this game. This game is so bad. It's like, I don't know how this game is so popular. Like, you're just doing the same things over and over. I guess I kind of understand because it was like one of the only like horror multiplayer games that, like I said, was still being updated and everything, and that they added new content since Friday the 13th. The game, with the lawsuit, that all died. Even though it's still a good game and you can still play the game, still a huge community of players because I can quickly find matches just like that in that game, faster than Dead by Daylight actually. Playing Friday the 13th, so I can see why. But then again, you have this game now. You have Evil Dead. Evil Dead the game, way better and everything, way better. You can find matches fast. You know, you can actually kill people as a killer. As a survivor, you killing people. You know, killing the demons and stuff. You can actually defend yourself. You have weapons. You don't have that in Dead by Daylight. All you have is a damn flashlight. Were you like some type of security guard or something? Or a flashlight and a whistle or something? Like, what are you gonna do with a flashlight? Let's say whistle. What are you gonna do with a flashlight? You know, and dropping pallets on. That's the only things you can do. Oh yeah, and the firecrackers that you get. That's it. You know, but I from what I know, it's like the flashbang. Yeah, I think that Leon has like his like special perk and everything, and you also had like firecrackers. But that one I remember they had joined some event. I think that was from last year or something like that. But that's it. There's no way to defend yourself. There's nothing you're doing. You just as a survivor is so boring. It's like you're just repairing generators, helping people, like taking people off hooks, which is so stupid. How do you take off somebody off a hook and they're fine? That doesn't make any sense. Like where this shit has like some giant hole or something in the chest or whatever. Like how you? It's just so stupid, you know. And then you have to keep stopping everything you're doing to keep healing people, and it's just so dumb. Like really, like somebody's bleeding to death, you just putting your hand around it like this. This is how they. It's not even they're not even touching them. Their hands like kind of like floating above their backs while they're bending down to repair them. This is what they're doing like this, and then they're all 100% healed. Like how? What are you doing to them by doing this? It's just it is not believable. It's so stupid, And like I said, Evil Dead is just a way better game, and even from like the visuals and everything, like just how it looks graphical, like it's just so beautiful, like just the way it looks and everything, like how the game looks. It's kind of like if you're playing like a third person. I keep saying third person, horror game and everything. Like how I said, like how Evil Within was, and a couple of others I can't really remember that I've played, for the PS4 and stuff and older consoles. Like it has that better feel to it, like PS3, I should say. Even the PS3 games look better than Dead by Daylight when it comes to like how it looks and the graphics and everything. Even though, like I said already in my other video, where in the Evil Dead, where I talked about graphics not really shouldn't really play a factor, but I feel like with this game it actually does play a factor because it's just so much better with the environment in Evil Dead with the rain and your flashlight and like how the setting looks. It just looks so much better, as opposed to Dead by Daylight, which looks terrible. Graphics are not good at all in that game, and it's just like it's so bad. Like I don't understand why you know why people playing that game. Do people even know about Evil Dead? Because from what it looks like, from a lot of people, from a lot of like not really people like reviewing, I should say, get my words all mixed up, not really reviewing it. It doesn't seem like a lot of people know about the game yet. I feel like right now is one of those underrated games. A lot of people don't know about it, but you guys need to play it. Definitely need to play it. Once you play that, you cannot go back to Dead by Daylight. I kid you not. Because ever since I got that game, and once I started playing it, and I like got hooked to it, I can never go back to Dead by Daylight. I already uninstalled that game a couple of weeks anyways before Evil Dead came out, because once I heard about that game from the Game of Phone magazine and everything, I was like, oh, this definitely looks like it'll be a better game. I'm gonna give it a chance, even without looking at reviews. So I quickly, uninstalled that game and I waited patiently for this game, and ever since it's been good. So don't even wait on reviews, even though my review was like more of a quick review and everything. And it's just not I didn't really like touch down like in depth and everything, but it is a good game. Give it, do it, give it a chance, do it, and you definitely gonna enjoy it. Trust me. The only thing right now needs to patch the game up. There's a lot of issues with like bugs that I have encountered, and also the trophy system is a bug where I can't see the trophies still, even though I'm getting trophies in the game on the PS4. So I did reach out to them on Twitter to see if maybe when we're gonna get this patch out, get it out quickly, as soon as possible. But that's like the only thing that's really plaguing the game right now. Just that's the only negative. Everything else is just great. Dead by Daylight, like I said, that has nothing on that game. Like, do you really want to play a game like this where you're just running around with repairing generators as a survivor and as a killer where you're not really killing people? And also, I don't like that whole first person thing. I like how Friday the 13th done it. Where it's your third. When you play as Jason is in third person as well. I liked it that way. And Evil Dead, I forgot to mention also, I have played as the demon in that game, and I don't really like it as much either because it's in first person as well. I mean, you can like what's it? Like possess like the other demons, in your crew, and you can use them, which it goes into third person. But I'm not really a fan of the first person killers. I rather be in third person. I don't like that feature. That's also a reason why I never did, play as a killer much in Dead by Daylight and prefer the survivor. but it's still whack, and I'm not happy that they're bringing in more of these characters from the Resident Evil franchise or any other like franchise, like all these great movies and stuff. Like I said, you have Ghostface in there, you have Michael Myers, you have all these people that you're just making the mockery out of it. It's making it look terrible, like throwing people on hooks. It's just so bad. It's so stupid. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know where they're getting the money from or what like kind of partnership they have with these people, but it just needs to end. All these characters that they have in this game needs to have their own game with actually freaking killing people, like how now we have with Evil Dead. So that's good. That's a start. We have one survivor they add in that game, which now has his own game, which is 10 times, 100 times better than that game. So we need to do the same thing with these other games. I know that they had a Resident Evil like multiplayer horror game. I forgot the name of it. Damn, what was the name of that game? It was so bad, so I actually don't remember it. I think it was called Resistance or something like that. The game was so bad, terrible. No one even talks about it anymore. I played the demo of it like a beta because I think it was a part of like the Resident Evil 3 remake like game bundle or something like that. I have played, I didn't like it. I just never played it again. So that was terrible. But they need to have like a real like full fledged, like a real good multiplayer horror game for with Resident Evil because all the ones I feel like they made sucked. There was only one good one that they made that was back on the PS2, with Outbreak. That one was good. But other than that, ever since that was it. All the other ones they made sucked. Like Operation Raccoon City was freaking terrible back then on the 360. I hated that game so much. And I remember I bought the game. Me and my friend, we bought the game. And when we had the game pre-ordered and we picked it up and we played it, it was so bad. We had to we ended up just getting rid of it. Like, oh, this game was so bad. We played it for one day, and that game sucked. So they need to have like a better online horror multiplayer game within that franchise. So Capcom had to step. You guys got to step it up. You got to do it. But having them in Dead by Daylight is not the answer because it just makes them look like terrible, like humiliating. So I'm not a fan of that, especially like I said with Wesker. Like, come on. So yeah, that's pretty much what I talk about. This is my quick rant on Dead by Daylight, and just throwing a couple of other things there, like Evil Dead and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm not happy that they're gonna have these characters in the game. I don't care to install the game back to see what it's about because it's just the same shit. It's not like I'm paying. I'm not gonna buy any of these characters anyways to players. Survivors or the killers. I'm not spending no money in that game. I don't even want to go back to that game. I'm fine with Evil Dead. I prefer spending money in that game, because they have a couple of season passes. They have some new one that's coming out for the summer and all that stuff. So this seems promising. These devs seem promising. It looks like they're gonna be, constantly adding content, patching the game like how, Dead by Daylight does it. Just this is a better game. So now that I know that, there's no reason ever to go back to that game. And like I said, even if there was an update in it, it's still a better game. It's still a better experience. Like I said, as a survivor, at least you can actually defend yourself. You have weapons and all that stuff. As a killer, you can actually kill people. You're not, offering them to whatever entity, whatever story in Dead by Daylight is. I don't know if the game even has a damn story, but it's just so bad. The community in Dead by Daylight, honestly, I don't like, and I see that they're catering to a certain group of people. I notice now when it comes to like there's certain like what's those things called, like little badges or stuff you can have on your characters, or like little chains on their pants and on the hooks when the killers. Not a fan of that and everything, and like the type of community they have is kind of like they're kind of weird. Like I'll just say that. So I'm done with Dead by Daylight. And like I said, once you go to this game, guys, you're not gonna go back. You're not gonna go back. Like you can't go back to this repairing generators. That's not fun. And like I said, I don't know how I tortured myself for so long playing that game, for a year. But it's just a terrible game, Like, oh my god, so bad. It's like I had to find ways to entertain myself in that game, pretty much. But yeah, like I said, once you go to that game, you can't go back, because it's a better experience. And that's all I had to say. I don't keep repeating it. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with me or not? Or do you guys like Dead by Daylight or not? Have you guys even tried Evil Dead? Do you guys agree that once you guys, started playing that game, you can't go back to the Dead by Daylight? What do you guys think about with all these damn license, partnerships they have with like all these like, big name franchises and stuff? And, what are you guys' thoughts on that? Are you guys gonna check it out or what? Because I honestly don't care for it. Don't give a shit about it. Don't care about Dead by Daylight anymore. Game sucks, let it stay over there. The game is outdated anyways. It came out like what, 6 years ago and everything, and it's just not good. Like, do you want to continue repairing generators, guys? or do you actually want to fight? You know, defend yourself against against the evil, I should say, because an Evil Dead is like demons you're going against, not just one killer, which is actually something I kind of wish they would have had, like an actual 4v1 was actually you guys versus the killer and that's it, and you have like an objective, like something to like do to escape. I would have preferred that, but instead of the mission based thing. But it's fine. I'm still fine with this. I'll take this any day over Dead by Daylight. You know, like I said, it's just a better game and everything. And I can't go back to that game. It's like, oh my god, so bad. I don't know what else to say. Just the character models in the game sucks. There's just so much bugs in that game too that it won't fix and all that stuff. The matchmaking sucks. Forcing yourself to be in games. I forgot to mention that forcing yourself to be in games with like the toxic environment where you have the killer playing around with you or the killer working with other survivors against you, and if you quit, you're the one who get penalized for it. You're getting banned for it for a couple of seconds or a minute or more. For what? Because I don't want to be forced to be in a toxic game. Like they need to get rid of that shit. But it doesn't matter to me anymore because not like I'm going back to it. So whatever. But it's just not good. And that's pretty much it. So let me know what you guys, like I said, and let me know what you guys think. You guys agree or disagree or whatever. And like I said, you gotta check out Evil Dead, man. You gotta check it out. Such a good game and everything. Such a good game. Maybe one day I'll maybe do like a more in-depth review. I don't know yet, but from what I know, not many people have even talked about the game. But it's so good. Like I said, it's so good. Don't even bother with the reviews. It's $40. You can't beat that. Check it out. If you don't like it, then you can return it. Or sell it. You know. But yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. So like, comment, subscribe. Definitely appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.